Hey guys. Wow, I didn't think I would. I'm gonna start. Hi, it's Jasmine. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is gonna be a little bit different type of video than I normally post. We're gonna be talking about something kind of serious today. God, I said it was like, I literally told myself before I started filming, I was like, I can't, like, I'm not gonna cry. Oh, God, Jasmine, pull it together. Okay, so today I'm gonna be addressing something that happened in my past that I have tried and tried again over the last, it's been over a decade now. I've tried to handle it privately with this person, but unfortunately that just hasn't been enough. I think it's time that I go public with my story and I let the world know who this man really is. It's just, it's a lot. It's like, it's a lot. I just feel like enough is enough, and I feel like it's my duty as, you know, an influencer on this platform to use my voice and tell the world my story and what needs to be heard. So yeah, I guess we'll just start from the beginning. So it was 2008. That was the year that I discovered my dream of wanting to go to the Olympics, to be an Olympic gymnast. It was a big transformative year for me. At the time, I was 7 years old, so pretty young. If you didn't know, now I'm 19, so it's been a while. I've been dealing with this pain for quite a while now. Also, in 2008, for my 7th birthday, I received an American Girl Just Like You doll. May she rest in peace. She meant so much to me. Her name was Sabrina. And she was my everything. So sorry. Okay. Sabrina was her own little Olympic gymnast. Unfortunately, Sabrina was in an accident, and unfortunately, Sabrina broke her leg. It was hard. It was hard to see her suffer. She did not deserve for that to happen. And the worst part was that because she was a doll, she didn't have access to healthcare or the proper medical supplies to help her heal. So my last resort was to ask for help. And I reached out to a very public figure. Many of us are familiar with a man by the name of Santa Claus. I wrote a letter to this man. Sorry, I have a hard time using his name. I wrote a letter to him. It was a very personal letter. I went into grave detail about Sabrina's accident and everything that happened to her. And I asked this man if he could supply me with a wheelchair or crutches that were small enough for Sabrina so she could be mobile and she could live her life, because her leg was broken and she couldn't move. The healing was taking a long time, and she needed crutches. She needed crutches. I used my Christmas wish for her. I don't know if that gives you an idea of how much Sabrina meant to me. She was my everything, and I was willing to do anything for her, even give up my own Christmas joy. So I wrote my letter, and of course, I never got a response, but we'll get to that later. Flash forward to December 25th, 2008. I woke up that morning with glee, joy in my eyes, and most importantly, I was hopeful. After I woke up, I went downstairs and I started opening up some of my gifts. And it's just hard for me to like think about and like relive the like one by one I was opening my gifts, and all of a sudden there was one more gift left for me, and I opened it, and let's just say it wasn't what I hoped for. And unfortunately, he did not pull through and wasn't able to supply Sabrina with the crutches that she so desperately needed. I was not given the American Girl doll crutches for Christmas that year. And in that moment, my whole world turned upside down. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Sorry. God. Okay. It's tough. It's tough. So mad. Because he did not pull through, it was a rough morning, and I had to wake up Sabrina and let her know that she was gonna have to stay in bed the rest of her life because she didn't have the crutches to help her heal. Oh, I cannot and will not ever be able to wrap my head around the fact that you could have so much disrespect for someone that you weren't able to help them. It was a choice that he made. Mr. Claus made the choice not to help Sabrina in her recovery, made the choice not to help her heal. To this day, I will never understand how you could have that much hate inside of you, how much hatred. It was hard. And unfortunately, Sabrina never got back up on her feet. No pun intended. And she unfortunately passed away. She went peacefully. It was 2010. And it was her time. She had been lying down with no movement for too long. And she went peacefully in her sleep. But there is part of me that is so angered by the fact that if Santa Claus would have brought me the American Girl doll crutches or wheelchair for Christmas Day in 2008, Sabrina would have been able to be sitting here with me today. Think about that. Now I want you to think about all those times that you thought you knew Santa, that you thought you knew his intentions, that you thought you knew the man he really was. Do you? Have you ever gotten a letter back? No. I have personally tried to reach out again and again to Mr. Claus, asking for an explanation, but unfortunately, Mr. Claus has never gotten back to me. I've tried calling, emailing, texting, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Instagram DMs. I've sent numerous letters. I've tried Kik, back when Kik was a thing that was, you know, again, I've been dealing with this for years and years and years. So when Kik was around, I tried using that. I've even tried to get President Obama involved, and he got no response either. And so this is my last resort. I'm putting my word out there, and I'm asking Santa, I'm asking you for an apology. This is unfair. You have murdered an innocent American Girl doll by not supplying her with crutches that day in 2008. Was it really that much of an inconvenience for you? I want you to sit with that. How do you feel about knowing that you ruined a little American Girl doll's life? Ruined her life. How does that make you feel? How do you think that made me feel? If you are not Santa Claus and you're watching this and you're so bravely listening to my story, I just want to say thank you. And I think we all need to go on Twitter and cancel him immediately. This man has caused so much destruction in my life. What I have been through is indescribable. Watching Sabrina's life just wither away as she lay there in my dark closet for years, unable to move. I will never be able to put into words what that felt like. I don't know if Santa will ever see this. I hope he does. I like to pride myself in the fact that, you know, I am a compassionate person. I always see the other side of the story, and I always try to see the good in everyone. And because there's been no communication between us, I've had a hard time doing that. As of right now, I am not able to forgive you for your actions, but if only you would reach out and we can have an honest conversation in private. I have tried to do that in the past, but unfortunately, I haven't gotten a response back. Just know that invitation is always open. I am always open to have a honest adult conversation one-on-one, whether that be over the phone or in person. We can meet at Starbucks, whatever needs to happen. Just know I'm open and ready to have that conversation whenever you are. And if you're not, then unfortunately legal actions will be taken. You owe me a lot of money. But I just want everyone out there to maybe reassess their relationship with Mr. Claus and know that if you have a small 18-inch American Girl doll out there who's also suffered consequences like such, just know I'm with you. I'm here for you. I stand with you. I am an ally for you. And I just want you to know that you're not alone. Yeah, you're not alone. I think I said what I needed to say. So thank you for listening to my story and Sabrina's story. May she rest in peace. And just know that I love you guys. And this video was a joke. And if you didn't think that it was a joke, I'm really sorry. Because it was. And I hope that we can all move forward from this. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.